What is up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley. Welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. This is going to be for the star sign of Scorpio from July 15th to the 20th of 2020. So take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because they are specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information for how to reach me in a reading in the description box down below. Without any further ado, I have already gone and pulled your cards off camera like always for you, Scorpio, so let's get right into it. We got... I'm trying to remember the day. I'm trying to remember if I mislabeled these readings. It is the 15th, right? 15th through the 20th? Yep. Don't mind me. We got the Six of Wands, we got the Knight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune outcome with the Clarity Oracle card that I made myself Fear of Abandonment, which I feel might be separate to this, so we will put them together at the end. But let's dip right into this. The Six of Wands coming out with the Knight of Wands. There's some large victory coming to you from the 15th to the 20th, which is either on its way right now, or you might just start to be seeing the fruits of your labor. But the Six of Wands represents a large victory moment in which you have something large coming to you. You have some sort of large victory success coming to you, and it's the metaphor of it's winning a large battle in the war, but it's not winning the full war itself. It's saying that this continues on, but this is winning a major battle. It's having whoever these people are, these are your supporters. These people are there for you. They have been your friends. It is saying that you have not accomplished this alone. You have either had co-workers or friends or some guidance pushing you along, and it's kind of your being called to kind of give your friends and family and whoever this was supporting you during this time the recognition that they deserve, because they are going to continue to be there for you for the final fight. It's saying to, it's basically just to be grateful because they're going to continue to be there for you kind of energy. And this is coming out with the Knight of Wands. So for a lot of you, it's very potential that this could be a new job, a new endeavor. It could be getting into something artistically, creatively, something like going and opening up an art gallery, getting invited to become a member of a band. It is doing something creative, and it can also come up with work. This also comes up with traveling, with exploring. The Knight of Wands is somebody that loves to see it all, and sometimes things can get pushed aside for him if he takes on too much, because he doesn't really know how to put things on the back burner to make sure that things don't get dropped all at once, or where he needs to kind of put his attention on for focus. And it's basically saying to put things on the back burner so you don't drop everything, because he can oftentimes love everything all at once, and he takes on too much and accidentally forgets other people. He's not doing it maliciously. He just, his priorities can be a little hazy when he loves to take on so much. And this is the card of the adventure. He's an explorer. He is the second fastest moving knight in the deck, and he comes in very, very passionately. But it's saying that there is something very passionate coming to you. It's probably going to be work-related or inner success related. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is probably potentially going to be a job. It might also be, because of the very specific card that I got, the Fear of Abandonment card, it might be specifically doing things that are not in the route of a committed romantic relationship, as in going out for flings, etc., doing something that is not in your line of sight for a relationship. I kind of see this as you kind of just letting things happen the way that they are supposed to play out for you. And I say that for finalization because the Wheel of Fortune is the kind of card that indicates, what's the metaphor that I saw the other day for this? It's you do not get to choose you do not get to choose your hand and what is dealt to you. You don't get to choose the cards that are dealt to you in your hand, but you get to decide exactly how you want to play those cards. And that is this card. It's that saying of things happen in cycles and seasons, and things that we can't predict or we can't change, like coronavirus. We do not get to make coronavirus just not happen. We don't get to be like, okay, well, coronavirus happened, I don't have control over that. You might not have control over the fact that it happened, but you directly get to respond to your surroundings. You can stay at home, you can social distance, you can make sure that you don't pass it on. There are things that you can do that directly determine your fate because of how you respond to the things that happen to you, which is you taking destiny by your own hands. But for a lot of the time, it doesn't feel like that. For a lot of the time, it feels like these things happen to us, and we have no control. No matter what we do not have control, and that is not true. We directly get to play our cards from the hand that we are dealt. So I kind of see this directly being something that I'm just keeping with the fear of abandonment in mind. I really do see this as a period of time where you might have established some sort of truth with what you want, either artistically, passionately, sexually, but it's something that you would have done because you would have understood, and you are now coming into the understanding of what the lesson of the Wheel of Fortune is, which is really understanding and letting go of control, allowing things to happen, and I feel like there's a large amount of inner successes coming to you. It could even be had with friends, family, doesn't matter who it comes up with. Heck, for some of you, it could even be a relationship, and some of you are just, I don't strictly see a relationship in this spread, though, because I feel like a lot of you might not want to pursue this at that time. I think that you are very focused on your career, your work, and your passion, and the activities and hobbies that you can bring to the table, and really just allowing things to happen and not really focusing on relationships, because I think a lot of you are afraid of commitment and don't really want to be partaking in that. So I see you stepping away from something that might have potentially hurt you, where now you are afraid of this abandonment and looking elsewhere for something to tide you over while you recollect yourself. But I see no ill cards here to indicate to me that you're having a hard time managing this. I just think it's an element that's in the air that was previous, that paved way to the current moment. I think that you are doing a fantastic job, and if nobody has told you that, I think looking at this that you are doing a really fucking fantastic job, Scorpio. Keep up the work. I am proud of you. This looks to me like a real accomplishment spread, so keep up the work. I love you, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace out, my Moon Tribe.